Okay, we are doing lesson 46, Algebra 1. This lesson has to do with conjunctions. So if I want to say a number is greater than 5, I can say x greater than 5. If I want to say a number is less than 10, I can say x less than 10. If I want to say a number is greater than 5 and less than 10, I can say greater than 5 and, and x less than 10. Or I could simply say 5 is less than x less than 10. Those are two different ways. Oops. Let me write this one over here. X. Okay. X greater than 5 and x less than 10. Or I could simply say 5 is less than x. X is less than 10. Alright? When we say that, okay, because we're designating the numbers that are between 5 and 10, we are saying this is a conjunction. Conjunction. Okay? So when we see, we can write it like this. We can also say 10 is greater than x greater than 5. We reverse the order, but it says the exact same thing. Just like if we said x is greater than 5, we can say 5 is less than x. It says the same thing, I just flipped the whole thing around. So now, let's use this conjunction and graph it on the number line. So we said the conjunction was 5 is less than x less than 10. So we're saying x falls between 5 and 10. So I'm going to start here. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3. Okay, so I'm saying x is greater than 5, so it's open, and it's going to be this way, but x is less than 10, so it's going to be this way. So this is how I would graph it. Because I have a less than sign, not a less than or equal, my circles are open. So now let's look at another one. Let's draw a number line that says negative 2 is less than x less than or equal to 4. So, okay. So I'm saying x is greater than negative 2. So it's going to go this way. Okay. And x is less than or equal to 4. So I find 4, and I'm going to enclose the circle because I've got equal to, and less than means to the left. So this is how this will be graphed. One open, one closed, and it in between. X has to fall between this and this, but it could be equal to that, but not to that. Does that make sense? So you're saying x is in between those two conjunctions. Okay? So let's look at example 46.3. Okay, and it's got circle closed, 0 open, and then in between. So I'm saying x is what? Between negative 5 and 0. But because this is closed, it's greater than or equal to x, but less than 0. Not including because 0 is open. So that's how you would write a conjunction that describes that graph. Okay, let's look at example 46.4. It says write the conjunction that designates the numbers that are greater than negative 1 or less than and less than or equal to 5. So we're saying numbers that are greater than 1, x greater than negative 1, and less than less than or equal to 5. And how would you, another way of writing it? Can't you do this? Just flip that around. Doesn't that say -1 less than x? So it goes right here. So here's my conjunction. So we're saying x is greater than -1. Whoops. So we're saying x is greater than -1, open, and less than or equal to 5. So my conjunction is x falls between -1 and 5, but it doesn't include -1, so it's just greater, but it includes 5, so it's less than or equal to 5. Alright, that is it. Do your practice problem. So basically conjunctions, you can write it like so. You can separate this into two, which says conjunction means use an and. It means it has to do both. So x has to be between, has to be greater than, and it has to be less than that because it has to fall in between. It can't be just greater than -1 because isn't 7 greater than -1? Yes, it is. But we said and it also must be less than or equal to 5. So 7 wouldn't be, that's why you put the and. So you can say x is greater than -1 and x is less than or equal to 5. So those are two options of writing these conjunctions. Your code for this lesson is 602, and you need to put that on homework lesson 44. Homework 44.